Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris Federation. So when we last left off, we encountered a slight bug here with the robots, which unfortunately I have reported in the past, but it has yet to be fixed, where they were slightly being exterminated because I changed the living, it wasn't the living standards, I changed the slavery type. Unfortunately with robots right now, if you change anything in here, it's just going to start exterminating them. But I was able to fix it by editing the save file, basically. I didn't touch anything else though, so we should not have corrected the game state. So we do have this enemy fleet here. Well, it's not enemy yet, but it will be. Just keeping our eyes on it. And of course, because we've now fixed that issue with the robots, they can now work as specialists. They'll produce less resources. They're not working as specialists on this planet, but they're probably working as clerks now. Yeah, we have a robot clerk here, for example. So it means that all these clerk jobs are now being used. We've got a few spare jobs on each planet. It just means now that these workers are now just going to be useful workers. So, you know, that's great. We can build a city district here, which will give us some more workers. We're basically almost out. We might as well get a generator district, I guess, and then we'll get urban districts, because we're basically out of generator district slots. We might as well use them. This is our generator world. Here in our tech world over here, we do have some crystal mines, which are producing a nice amount of exotic crystals, rare crystals, sorry. We still have an unemployed slave dude over here, so we should do something about that. I wonder. Let's see. I think we'll start with an urban. Right, we're always going to have some level of problems of districts in this world because of the dense ruins, but we can clear these. Actually, they're quite expensive. We don't do that right now. We'll get a third mining district for now. We'll leave it at that. We'll need to think about energy in the future, of course. I suppose something I should note as well, the new patch, that's something that's come in, is that robots now cost alloys to make. So you can now see this -2 alloys. That's because of the maintenance cost of the robotics assembly plant. So they may have finally nerfed robots to the point where they're no longer an auto pick. I think they finally have managed that, so credit to them, I suppose. One thing we can also do is use the slave market to supplement our population with new recruits.
Inbound message traffic.
That does, of course, come with costs. They won't have a migration treaty. I want to keep my influence. We're at an impasse, aren't we? This guy has no orders, so for now you can come over here and assist in science here. That works. So yes, let's continue to build up the fleet. I think we are already doing so. No, we're not. Well, let's do so now then. So we're currently using 80% of our naval capacity. What's our current research? Okay, it's not on stuff that's related. We've got a fleet command limit going up, but not quite to the level that I'm going to be satisfied at. So we'll go to this new fleet. We'll get a bunch of cruisers and some destroyers as well. That'll do for now. So this will require 11 grand of alloys to create. We don't have that sort of money right now. If we click reinforce, we could start building nonetheless. So we shall do that. So we'll get some mining districts and we'll clear one of these blockers. The abandoned mining tunnels for now, I guess. So we do still have some unemployment. Now we can build some districts to deal with this problem. We've got 3 agricultural district slots, so we'll use them as that. And they'll actually eventually demote themselves into that position. Especially because these robots have decided that they're going to be in that position, which is a bit silly. Why have you decided to be promoted into that level, I don't know, but hey. I could always move them off, I guess, by resettling. But hey, we're just building up the fleet. I do want to attack this empire, but I want to make sure that my fleet's at its maximum size before I start doing anything so dangerous, as it were. Plenty of things I could upgrade over here. It's not a problem right now. These people are declaring rivalry. Oh man, that's fine. I can declare you a rival too. Such rivals. Can I declare you a rival? I could. They're harming our relations. We're already a rival. They've opened borders. There's people.
Science Division report success.
We now have the secret of gateway travel. We do have a gateway. The ability to reactivate the derelict gateway stations that can be found scattered throughout the galaxy has the potential to dramatically shorten travel times. That it would. So we got mining lasers here. I'm not sure how useful they're going to be in comparison to our existing ones. Less shield damage, but more hull and armor damage. There's also the gamma lasers here. What sort of damage? The DPS is higher on the gamma lasers, so I don't think the mining lasers will be as good. I think we've got better weapons now. Let's go for the gamma lasers. 35 months. We'll get some of the easier things, I think. Let's get this chemical plants, for example. That's not going to take long at all. Dustball's just got these two people that are off work. Let's just resettle them. If that's a problem, we can sort that out. No spare specialist roles. I think we got no spare. No. If we go to our business management nexus area, we can always get a few ones over here. Let's resettle. So from Dust Bowl to Jundus Prime. It's Jundus Prime, yeah. So from Dust Bowl to Jundus Prime, we'll do some resettling. So we'll get our unemployed specialists. And a robot. This robot. I'll decline that then. We need one more population. This bureaucratic centre can have someone shuffle over to the agri world of Jundus Prime. Go, robot. Now we can build a business a corporate culture site. There we go. Let's do that. We can also have one more district of some kind. Excellent. That'll increase the trade value as well. Look at this trade value here. That's because we've got a planet there. We can now embrace a new unity. We've got insider trading and entite coordination, but of course, insider trading is going to be the choice. Knowing the right people in the right places can make a world of difference. Influential market contracts will let us buy from resource markets at favourable rates. Market fee reduced by 10%. That's going to be excellent, because we're going to be needing to buy a lot more alloys soon. Especially once this Starhold finishes upgrading. So is that enemy fleet left? They do appear to have done so. That's excellent. Speaking of excellent, how soon until we can activate our relic? 2 days! Let's do so now. We have now found 4 alloys here. Let's see. We have swept our space with the strong scanning beam of the Surveyor Relic, and a previously unknown resource deposit has been identified on Gaf Norn. Excellent. And it's already being harvested by this mining station. That's excellent. That was in our system. Wow. Very useful. I'll take those alloys, that's for sure. Useful. Okay, so let's just keep everything developing. Can we reinforce them further? We can. Just build some more cruisers and such. The planets are now looking much
Science
more
Division reports
managed.
a new breakthrough.
Excellent. Psionic theory. The mind is in many ways a reflection of the universe itself, a microcosmos. All species may not reach this insight, but their minds are tools greater than any other. New research. Naval capacity plus 30 there. Terraforming. Starbase expansion, I think, is the choice, though, because I really need to get this up so we don't have this upkeep draining our energy banks. That's going to be useful, especially if I need to reinforce some of these other positions. So, yeah, speaking of other positions, how are our corporate holdings doing? They're doing okay.
Science Division reports success.
Excellent. We now have volatile material plants. Aside from the obvious safety concerns, the artificial creation of volatile motes is an extremely delicate and complicated process that requires highly specialized equipment. That it would, of course, you're trying to make small explosions. We got some research boosting plasma cannons. I think we'll go for research boosting for now. That makes sense to me. Look at all our planets, they're all currently happy. How long will it last? Who knows? here I'm going to start building some city districts. Slight drain on the goods, but I think we'll be okay. This is now finished. Let's get some upgrades. Let's pause that and get some upgrades. So, 2 more hangar bays over here. We don't have a defense supercomputer yet, do we? No. Let's go to target uplink computer. But we could get some defense platforms instead. Well, the generator world can build a new building. This is excellent. So are there any features that we're not using? There's abandoned primitive homesteads, which are producing some boosts to our science, but that's neither here nor there. We might as well keep on being unpaused. I'm not sure what could be built here. Junta's Prime has an unemployed specialist. We can upgrade this business management, this culture site into a business management nexus. That'll allow that to keep flowing.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Our future lies in the Sea of Stars. Stellar expansion is completed. We've got the Vault of Acquisitions here, which is quite excellent. Interstellar campaigns, though. We're going to get that. The
Inbound
war
message
exhaustion.
traffic.
I'm going to decline this migration treaty. A resolution has been passed. Let's see what resolution that was, eh? Resolutions. Advanced Xeno Studies. Okay. Not sure what the red dot means, but hey, I suppose it's been there's been something resolved lately. So yeah, we can't propose another for another while. So, Advanced Xeno Studies. Observation posts provide additional society research. It increases the effectiveness of the Art College, the Creative Think Tank, and the Trader Proxy Office. And passive native studies policies are banned. Well, that's okay, because I'm not doing that. Although it does increase starbase upkeep, which is a bit disappointing, but it means that this is now producing even more science up here. Well, it's got an upkeep right now anyway, because it's on technological environment. Deployment, rather. Let me just check that hasn't stopped things from working. Servitude's okay, yep, that's fine. And what about uplifting? Uplifting's allowed, yeah. Passive studies banned. I'm just unrestricted right now. Yeah. Who dares restrict me, eh? Hopefully it's coming along fine. I guess we'll look at it in a little bit, see what's going on. Yeah, it's working on it. 0.3 progress per month. Alright.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Just fill up on defense platforms, please. We now have an extra 10% progress on our autonomous station protocols. Increased automation of station functions will free up more staff for research duties. Ah, there's what I was looking for, the Defense Grid Supercomputer. There's also the Research Institute, which is useful, but we're going to get this now. A powerful supercomputer coordinating the relative orbit and firing arcs of the starbase's defensive platforms, increasing the number of defensive platforms that can be supported. That's excellent. We'll grab that. Okay. Let's continue to get this reinforced. Can we afford some alloys? We need a few more thousand energy. That should do it. Let's continue our reinforcement. Excellent. I think we're probably fine though. Like, what's the sort of defensive strength we have? 7.4k. That's enough, frankly. I think we can make our moves towards war. This war down here is still keeping their attention. I think that we're as ready as we're going to be. Another concern, however, is this section here would be open to attack. I'd need to be weary of that. That being said, I could always colonize this at some point too. There's a titanic life forms here, which produces some science, so there's reasons to go there. But I think it's probably as good a time as any to start making our move, unless we start claiming even more systems. But I just don't see a way I can defend them easily unless I claim their homeworld. It's like, and even then I'd have to claim all the way down to Blondie down here. And I don't have that sort of influence. I can basically claim like 3 things. Like I could claim maybe these 2, but then I have to build 2 defensive stations there again, so it's like, what am I doing? I could claim these 2. Is this a colonized place though? Doesn't look like it is. There's no planetary features here that are interesting. I think let's just go for what we can get, and we'll make this the war. Let's do it.
Yes.
Alright, declare war. Conquer claim. We have 4 systems that we are claiming to conquer from the enemy. Declare war.
Standing by to commence offensive operations.
Diplomatic response. What took you so long, Tansar? Let us end this once and for all. We are now at war. Congratulations. Hopefully, this technology comes through soon, which will reduce our war exhaustion. Well, we're going to continue to reinforce this fleet. We'll move this fleet into position. I've closed their borders. It's not going to matter, we're at war now. Yeah, not a problem.
Station reports enemy contact.
So where would that be? There. Well, that's just a... We picked up some debris. Where is this? Yeah, okay. Well, I guess we can have this science ship go and investigate it. Our engineering scientist has failed us, so the spark of genius man can do it instead. So we've got got a small amount of debris there. You might as well research that. So let's move our fleets into position. All is well in our world.
Science Division reports success.
Interstellar campaigns. A well-oiled war machine is key to exerting influence on a galactic scale. Backed by the might of our military, we can lay claim to almost anything we want. Yes, that'll decrease our war exhaustion. So we've got a few options here. We can choose between the Paradise Dome, which is a more powerful version of the luxury residences. I think the naval capacity is going to be useful in case we continue to develop our fleet. Playmaker Glob has leveled up. Excellent. Let's select this second fleet. Continue to reinforce it when we can. We'll move it up, though, to support.
Science Division reports success.
Battleships. The largest of the standard military vessels, battleships were traditionally... Also, apparently we've scanned a new thing. That's excellent. The largest of the standard military vessels, battleships are traditionally heavily armoured and sport several gun batteries. We can now even get even stronger things. We've got auto cannons there, which are special, I think, no, small. Civilian replica complexes, cruiser
secured.
hulls. Let's do that. Alright, we got some debris. So where was that Myrick 3A? It was saying? I'm not sure, actually. Oh, there it is. Apparently that's now got stuff on it, because an asteroid belt. Minerals from jobs. I suppose if we get a... I don't know if it means that if we get a orbiting habitat on that, but... nice, I guess. We can get one of our construction ships to fix that. Build a mining station. So we've got some very, very weak defences here. Our fleet will be easily triumphant against such an insignificant threat. So we can actually remove these destroyers and have some capital ships on this fleet instead. But that's just what I did. Let's not have the destroyers. I was trying to get battleships. Battleships. Like so. I think 4, and then a handful of destroyers.
Skywatch is tracking a new enemy fleet.
Excellent. So the fleet is here. This fleet is not very powerful, however. These existing stations are more than sufficient to handle such an attack. They might take out this, but it's like whatever, really.
Engaging enemy station.
We're now attacking the enemy. There is a small defending fleet. We also can get a new perk here. So we'll grab the N-type coordination. Perhaps the most important purpose of any successful interstellar federation is the mutual defence of its members. We have an obligation to contribute as much as we can. The amount we contribute towards the Federation naval capacity counts for twice as much. This now gives us an Ascension perk, and I already know what I'm going to do for this. Well, I know what the next two things are going to be. The first is going to be, like we could grab Engineered Evolution and the Flesh is Weak. Oh, sorry. I want to get Engineered Evolution. But, right now, what's important is... this is also interesting, as is this, but for now I want to get the Archaeology Project. Thus, we shall make a world of the city and the city of the world. Turns a planet into an ecumenopolis, increasing housing, resource production and pop growth, and unlocking special archaeology district. And it ruins the planet otherwise, but let's do that. This is so I can slowly turn Steel Sky over here into an archaeology. So this requires the following. 20,000 minerals, 2,000 influence, and everything has to be filled with city districts. We can do that. We'll then have to replace these, but we can build these first, and then we can work on the rest. Let's see how our fleet goes, eh? The fleet will be dispatched easily, and then the station itself... Well, that was just as easy, eh? Let's now head over here and continue our attack. This means we're holding some of the war goal now. That's excellent. Let's head over to China.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
And now we'll watch this attack go down. The station is attacking, but it's no match for us. Look at that. And now it's healing up. Excellent. Might as well. Just repair this remaining armor. We also have some science. I think that we're probably going to go for Xeno Relations for an extra 10% diplomatic weight. And the Grand Embassy Complex. Let's continue to press forward. Our second fleet is moving up, but actually I'm going to turn it around now to head back here. The small fleet's really big enough. What's over here? Our new resolution. It's probably the collective waste management. I think I'll support that. And I'm abstaining on this one. Administrative penalties. Alright, well, the collective waste management is instead of forcing each mine or factory to bear the burden of dealing with industrial waste themselves, we should designate areas where we can store leftovers of progress. That makes sense. These people are currently in breach of the law. I am fine, of course. Let's continue. I want to grab all of our interests in this side, and then we'll have this fleet move back and grab this. So far I'm not seeing any other interdiction elsewhere. This fleet, of course, will easily overpower the outpost here, and then press forward. As you could see, we lost nothing.
Construction complete.
A mining station is completed, that's good. Just want to make sure that all of our bastions continue to be defending our interests to the best of their ability. We could upgrade this further to a star fortress. It's an idea. All of our edicts have now expired. And now we've successfully taken this system as well. So that's everything that we wanted basically sorted now, so it's now just a matter of increasing their war exhaustion to the point where they give up. So we could either try to attack their homeworld, for example, and make them see the error of their ways. Who knows what options lie before us. As for now though, thank you for watching. when we come back next time, the continued expansion of the Vitacorp Games.